At the core of everything, I have yet to meet a gay or lesbian person who didn't want to be like loved, who didn't want to be accepted, who didn't want to be like there's like nothing more painful. Like even just like looking back over like my 4 years here, the things that like definitely hurt the worst were just like my freshman year, my entire hall like stopped talking to me after I came out, like stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, I believe humans are built to be in community with one another. I think that that's what the core value of the church like should be, that at the end of the day we belong to each other and we belong to God. And I think that we get really caught up in the belonging to God part, and we try to act like we're like doing all these things great and like blah 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 blah, but like at the end of the day we forgot about the fact that we belong to each other too. We forgot about the fact that like if the people in your congregation are hurting, if the people sitting next to you in your pews are hurting, then you're not doing your job, you're not doing it right. And especially if you are the one inflicting that pain on them, then we've got a real problem. Then we're back to like ground zero and we need to start over.
We have turned them into the other. And we've actually excluded them from God's very obviously inclusive kingdom.
Christian people need to meet people where they are, and we're not doing that. We're just holding a standard over their head, and that's not fair, because everybody starts at a different place.
Especially if you hold them up to all the same other, kind of sexual morals that we hold everyone else up to. They should all be loved and accepted like everyone else.
Love your neighbor and love God. It's not love your neighbor except for the homosexuals. It's not love God but don't love everyone. No, it's love God and love your neighbor. Who's your neighbor? Every single person.
And like as Pastor Albert Tate would say, like, give grace, because you've done things too that other people will take, like they'll be offended by, and that's not okay for you to judge somebody else and not receive that same type of judgment.
A deontological framework of ethics is the essential dimension to the same-sex marriage debate because Scripture is given supreme authority in Christianity. Principle-based ethics is based on ethical authority and obligations, defined by a set of moral commands that are fundamentally necessary. The Christian strand of deontological ethics falls into the category of divine command theory, which sources its standards of moral obligations based on the commands of God. The dilemma between same-sex marriage and Christianity lies within the conflicting commands of God to hold true to the biblical tradition of marriage and Jesus' command to front love toward others and leave judgment to God. On Friday, June 26, 2015, the Supreme Court of the United States of America ruled that same-sex couples could be married nationwide. Evangelical Christians across the United States reacted with anger, sadness, grief, and loss, while others celebrated it as a victory. Defining a proper response towards same-sex marriage has polarized Christians as they struggle between a conservative and liberal extreme. The conservative response, based on the point of view that biblical principles regard same-sex marriage as sinful, tend to explicitly reject the homosexual individual, risking future relationship growth and evangelistic opportunity, often engendering spiritual arrogance or hypocrisy. On the other hand, a liberal reaction, based on the point of view that biblical principles regard same-sex marriage as not sinful, endorses the choices of the individual, risking a compromise of historically held beliefs of sin, accusations of succumbing to societal pressures, and future spiritual or personal growth. Is it ethical for Christians and their institutions to create and maintain both informal sentiments and formal policies opposing same-sex marriage?
My name is Susan. I'm a biblical studies major. I'm a senior at Azusa Pacific University.
My name is Daniel, and I'm a youth ministry major at APU.
My name is Rami. I'm a biblical studies major at APU.
My name is Nicole, and I'm a social work major at Azusa Pacific University.